Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another part of my Championship Manager playthrough. I'm going to give it a go anyway, so if this makes it to YouTube, obviously, then it worked. And since I got my new power supply, I thought I'd give this a try. I know people have been enjoying the 97-98 and I will continue that, but I thought people were also enjoying this one before I couldn't get it to work, so I haven't tested it yet. So this is the first time we're going to do it, so hopefully this is going to work, fingers crossed. Got to try and remember, because I've been playing the other one, I try and remember my team, and it's a bit of a different looking team, isn't it, in this one? Totally full squad as well. So I'd like to do something about that, really. There's no way to look at finances, is there? I don't think. I wonder whether to sell Dion Dublin. I don't really think he's going to play. This is his first season with us, yeah. Oh, maybe we'll keep him then. We've got players listed and they're not getting bids on them anyway, so it's no guarantee. I don't believe Darren Ferguson's going to play either, to be honest with you. They're not complaining, so I suppose we keep them where they are for now. Right, let's go. Good start. Come on, Geeksy. As you realise there, I kind of started to celebrate that a little bit prematurely. A lot could have gone wrong from that moment. I'm recording this today on the 31st of May in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon. It's absolutely boiling. Sticky hot, horrible, you know, it's just, ugh. And I thought I'll start recording, so I thought I'll open my window to get some air. And there's a little kid going past. I don't know how old he was, probably not even more than about 6 or 7, sitting on this, like, almost like what do you call it, like a quad bike thing. The noise, you should have heard it. It was like it sounded like the most psychopathic hedge trimmer or leaf blower in the world. It was just making a heck of a racket. He's just driving up and down the road. I thought, well, there's no way I can have a window open because it's going to definitely pick up the noise on the microphone. So I'm sitting here absolutely sweltering, you know, just like, because I can't have my window open. I absolutely hate living here, I really do. Oh, let's make a change. It's just one of the things that you feel like you just got to put up with. I don't know, Lee's off on a whinge already, but oh man, it drives you bonkers, it really does. 2 changes. Can't actually remember why we were playing Robbo instead of Ince. Maybe Ince was having a few stinkers, I can't remember. I know one thing about Paul Ince though, he's not going to put up with being on the bench for too long. Oh God. Well done, Pally. Moron. Alright, so oh, hang on. Parker can play centre half, can't he? So I might just bring him in. As we're winning. Drop Keane back to right back. Oof, it's a good one to hang on to in the end. Yeah, well, I knew your marks were going to be affected, unfortunately, but tough titty, as they say. Yeah, I'm going to try and make these videos and that less whingy, if possible. It's just it's like you wake up, you feel a bit positive, you think, right, I'm just gonna make sure I have a reasonably good day today, and then something like that happens and you're just like, I think with me and things like that, it's not the act of doing it. Kids will be kids and all the rest of it. It's not the act of doing anything. It's just like when you think to yourself, right, well, that's going to go on all summer now, and there's probably not a damn thing I can do about it. Because probably the dad, whoever, is probably some 6 foot tall tattooed maniac who, if you try and say something to anyone's probably going to go for you. Because that's sort of person who lives on this estate, and it's just like, great. So I'm just going to be like Rapunzel in the tower, just like being tortured, like, you know, I don't know, probably extreme, but you know, it's how it feels sometimes. I remember you could change these pictures. I'm not so sure why the default picture is always Andy Townsend. It's quite, you know, more on that. But I think it's a bit of a palaver. I know it will involve disc swapping and stuff, so I really can't be bothered. But I think I always used to change it when I played back in the day, because it's like, I don't want a picture of Andy Townsend on my screen all the time. Thanks very much. I guess you could just ignore it. I started work on. I got a games to add video for the Spectrum. I started work on that about half an hour ago. I've just got to record the audio, which is the worst part really, because it's the most time consuming, and also it's the time when I have to talk, you know, and try not to stutter my words. And oh man, days where you feel a bit it's just quite difficult to do that, you know. So it's always the hardest part really, doing the audio. Once that's all done, it's a breeze really. So I did a bit of that, and then I've also started, like I said, this PlayStation 1 games list. I said it on my last video if you didn't see it. But again, it's like, I just felt like today I'm not really in the mood to do too much. So I thought I'd like to get a video up if possible for people to watch. I like to keep putting new videos up, because I know what it's like when you follow a channel and, you know, you feel like you've seen everything and you just waiting for a new video to drop. I know these are all football games, and that's the thing that probably people are not that interested in. I don't get many views on these. I like playing them, so that's important to me to enjoy making the video, obviously. And I know some people like watching them as well, so that's good. But I know these aren't as popular as some of the videos I put up. But it's never about making money or getting views for me. It's about, you know, just putting some content up on the channel. This one's a fairly simple one to play and then edit, because there's not much trickery to it, you know, the edit and stuff. But I'm a bit frustrated at myself that I didn't do more of the other video, because that's the one that I know probably people are waiting for more. You know, I was doing a lot of Spectrum videos and all of a sudden I've stopped, but it's because they're the more complicated ones to do, you know, just require a little bit more work and stuff. It's amazing, I think, when you get to this time of the year, how lazy you get. It's me personally anyway. Maybe this not the same for everybody, but just the can't be bothered factor goes up dramatically when the weather's hot, you know. It's sometimes you feel like you don't want to move. If I really only got Paul Parker as a centre back, that's quite scary, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, well, it's not scary for this match, but if I get a couple of injuries, could be in big trouble. Let's see why these have all been this weird order. There's probably a way to change them. I can't remember. Oh, I did not pick. Thank you. How's Robbo playing? It's doing alright. I feel like I should probably put Incy back in the team, to be perfectly honest with you. Maybe I dropped Incy because he wasn't playing very well, but now he's going to kick off at some point if he doesn't get games. So all we've got to worry about at the moment? I think it is. Alright, let's go. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, I'll probably lose this one. That means they're really good, Sheffield Wednesday, in this game. I suppose they had a pretty good team around that time, but we had better. formation are they playing? So they are playing Warhurst and Hurst up front. That's a combination. Interesting. What were my stats I didn't see? Yeah, we're playing alright. Let's keep it going. In case anyone was wondering as well. Oh, great, here we go. Poor Warhurst is going to be in it. You know it is. Oh, okay. In case anyone was wondering, I haven't heard any news on the A1200. Get in. Ah, no, I shouldn't have celebrated. Oh, that always happens, doesn't it? See, we're playing well. I don't even think I could justify bringing a sub on. Keep going, boys. Gonna lose this game, aren't we? Oh, created one more chance. Yeah, I keep checking every day for updates and stuff, but I've heard nothing. They've gone completely radio silent, Retro Games Limited, which is a bit of a worry, to be honest. I don't know what their time frame was with these negotiations for the rights and everything. I'm not sure. But I guess if they've already named the machine and they've said, you know, that they're all set to go, apart from this, and now it's been months, I guess it's got to be a bit of a concern, isn't it, really? Anytime I do hear any information, of course, the day I hear it, I will try and make a video, depending on obviously what I'm doing and where I am. Not always the sharpest on the ball, because I do tend to sleep odd hours, so with my old habits, I've probably discussed this on many a video, but I used to work nights, so it's been very difficult trying to get back into a normal routine. And also with the mental health issues, like the depression and that sort of stuff, I think they make you want to bounce out of bed in the morning. So yeah, I do find I tend to get up quite late. So sometimes I'm not always on the ball when it comes to news, particularly if they like release it first thing in the morning, which they've done with a few announcements. You kind of wake up and think, oh shit, I'm already 3 hours behind the game. And I say it's not a race, I know, but I always promise that I will let people know as soon as possible. And you feel like you're not fulfilling your duties as such if if the information's been out there for about 4 hours. Yeah, like I said, it's not a race. Not for me anyway. I'm not one of those people. It's like, funny enough, I went on YouTube yesterday. I was supposed to go to I kind of wanted to treat myself to something extravagant, and I got into a new band, which, like, some people might think for a 50-year-old man is a very strange band to get into. But I've always liked rock music and stuff, and I've over like sort of like autumn and winter last year got massively into a band. Don't laugh. Called Baby Metal, and I'm sure that people have probably heard of them. Yeah, but I love them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. And it turned out they were touring, and they were doing a show in London yesterday, and I was going to treat myself to go, but you know what it's like. I'm living in the Midlands at the moment, so I'm miles away from London, and going on my own, I just felt like it's a bit daunting, you know, for someone who's got anxiety and that, you know, it's a little bit of a stretch, isn't it, to think that you could probably do that. But I, for a laugh, sort of went, hang on a sec, just got distracted by it. You're unhappy. I've literally just taken you out of the team. We'll list you. I don't think we can ask much. Well, we're going to ask for 100,000. It's fine. Don't want to keep anybody that doesn't want to be here. Oh god, ice cream van now. I don't know if the mic picked that up. Got La Cucaracha blasting away in the background. Yeah, so anyway, I was going to go. The concert was last night, and I really wanted to go, but obviously it was sold out by last night, but I was planning this months ago, you know, if I'd been up to it. But anyway, like, you know, the point I was getting to on it's like I went on YouTube last night and already there's people posting like videos, like literally, I think I went on about 11 o'clock last night, so the gig would have probably still been on. And there's already videos up there of certain songs on YouTube. It's crazy. And I honestly think some people just really want maximum views, you know. And I just thought to myself, if I'd have gone to that gig last night, I would have watched the gig. I wouldn't have been there filming it. I might have filmed a song just for me, you know, so I had a memory of it. But people that film it, I mean, there was one channel, I don't even remember the name of it, but they literally were listing like every song, like posting them up. It's like, are you that desperate? You know what I mean? For me, it would have been like a once in a lifetime probably to go and see him. Like it is with a lot of bands, you know. A lot of times when you go and see a band, you don't know if they're going to split up. You don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know when they're going to be touring next. You never know if you're going to see that band again. So it really would have been a once in a lifetime for me to go and see him. And especially as they're Japanese, you know, it's not always going to be in the UK. And I just don't understand some people that just go there and film it and just to shove it straight up on YouTube. They must have literally been in the gig while it's going on, putting their video up and labeling it and all sorts. It's like, how? How do you do that? It's just crazy. I just don't get it, to be honest with you. But that's what some people are like as YouTubers. Unfortunately, they want to pounce on everything. It's not the same for me. Like, you know, if Retro Games Limited announce something, I want to get a video done ASAP because I want people that don't have Facebook to know at the same time as everybody else. You know, that's basically my reasoning. And if like I was going to the hospital that day or something and it was announced, like I'm going to the hospital Monday to have a blood test. If they announced everything on Monday, I'm not going to cancel my blood test to put the video up. You know, I'll do it when I get home. It's like when I've got 5 minutes. But some people, I don't know, it's just insane. I guess some people make an actual living off of YouTube, I suppose, don't they? So, and probably if I went on there now, those videos have probably got hundreds of thousands of views, you know. It's just, I guess they would probably think that's worth it. But not to me. If I'm paying like, you know, 60, 70 quid for a concert ticket, I'd also have to pay probably the same in train fare. Being that late at night, I doubt I'd be able to get home, so I'd have to get a hotel. So you're probably looking at about 150 quid it would cost me, which is another reason why I didn't do it, by the way. Because there's no way I would have been able to afford it. I thought birthday money I could treat myself and stuff, but you know. But anyway, yeah, to spend that kind of money and then spend half of it just looking at your phone, oof, sends a chill through my spine. It really does. Right, we've got Pallister back now, so... Oh. Right. Just getting used to the nuances when you play a different version. Don't know how... Did David May play alright in that game? I guess he must have done. He got a 7. He should be a centre-half. I thought he was a right-back. Don't ever remember David May playing right-back. He might have done it in an emergency for United, but it's not right-back. Silly that is. I think they got a bit more flexible, didn't they, in later editions. It's like Giggsy now. He can only play wing. Well, he spent a lot of his time at the end of his career playing central midfield, didn't he? So I think, and the game kind of reflected that. The games gave people, you know, the ability to play wing and central and stuff like that. Same with defenders. A lot of the defenders could move into the centre as well. Like Gary Neville, when he was in the games, never just a right back. He was a right and a centre back. You know, so I think they got a little bit more flexible down the line. As Hughesy playing. He's scored many goals, is he? Just wondering if it might be a game to give Andy Carl. It is a cup match, isn't it, we got here? Let's see the opponents. Playing Coventry though. Maybe it wasn't a cup match then, I thought it was. Ah, no, okay. So it's that one, it's the league. We obviously weren't in the Coca-Cola Cup yet then. assuming that's what CC stands for. Alright, we'll keep the same team. I expect a hat-trick now, Husey. Oh, for goodness sake. Of course. Yeah, by the way, for those of you keeping track on my moans, if I was moaning, that wasn't a moan, the old YouTube thing. There was just weirdness, you know, just a comment on life in general, I guess. I bet if I was into TikTok, and I definitely 100% am not, I bet there was a lot of TikTok videos of the concert last night as well. Just imagine that. I wouldn't be surprised if some people were live streaming it as well. Why are we creating all these chances but not getting a goal? What's going on? Oh God, playing a ball in there. It's on the Cantona. Right, Eric, well, time for you. Oh, he's playing sweeper. I thought that was swap. Oh my God. So it's been a while, can't you, since I played this. Blimey, catch is giving me a heart attack. Right, that's the way you do it, you idiot. And also, Ince was playing rubbish again, wasn't he? We've still got Robson on the bench, so I should have probably dropped him, to be honest, but that's not good. That is a bad defeat. Yeah, I think with these videos sometimes it gives me a chance to express my observations on life, shall we say. There's a lot of things I don't like about the modern world. I think you see YouTube as well and things like that, and it's a different perspective when you are a YouTuber yourself. It's like, because I just do this for fun. I love doing it. I go back and watch my videos a lot, and it's not an egotistical thing. It's like, I can't remember sometimes the game that I played. I'm like, oh, I like to go back and watch me playing the game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is really cool. And then it's fun to watch, you know. And I never mind watching me play it because I know my levels. I know how rubbish I am. Sometimes I get frustrated watching other people if they're really good, you know, because it just makes me feel inadequate. But you know, I know I'm not going to set the world alight when I watch my videos, so it's quite fun. It's quite a good achievement when I actually see myself doing something good. I also like sometimes the production values. I watched one of my old videos the other day and I was cringing. Oh man, it was like, oh my God, this is so unprofessional. The sound was going funny and there was little glitches and stuff, and because that's my old computer, it wasn't very good. I mean, this one I got now is only a few years old, but it's already well out of date. Probably going to need replacing in a few years, but my last computer just eventually went kaput. But my videos just started, I don't know, doing weird things when I was recording, and I didn't know how to fix them. And it was, yeah, watching some of those back was quite embarrassing, to tell you the truth. Also quite quirky in a way as well, you know. But yeah, I do, if I'm bored some nights, I will sit and watch some of my videos while I'm in bed, you know, just trying to drift off to sleep, trying to find stuff that, you know, it's chillaxing. Also, I think with your own videos as well, you tend to play games that you like, obviously. So you're always going to find videos, you know, to your liking, because obviously it's a game that you know you like. Whereas like sometimes you can watch other people play games, but they might not be the games that you enjoy playing yourself. So I certainly don't think it's an ego thing necessarily to watch yourself play a game, but it's also quite good to critique yourself now and again, you know, just to learn as well. The only thing I don't like sometimes is that you do find that you notice that you say things weird, or you say something a lot, and you think to yourself, there was a time when I used to say back in the day a lot all the time, and I noticed it when I was watching my videos, and it was a bit like, this is embarrassing the amount of times I say it. Of course you don't realise it when you're in a flow state and you're just being natural and stuff, but this is certainly interesting. See, I'm one of those people that I don't really like taking pictures of myself. This is why, like, you know, if I'm out and about, I don't do selfies and all that stuff, you know. So, but my mum was like that, and now consequently I don't have any pictures of my mum. You know, I have a few of the same ones over and over again, but when she got older, she would never get in front of a camera. And I don't want to be like that, you know. I want to have memories of myself, but I don't like being on camera for YouTube necessarily. I don't like that. I feel like it's hard enough being open to critique on social media without people then critiquing your looks as well. I feel like I don't have much to hide, you know. I am what I am, and I've been on camera, you know, did that video for my Spectrum collection, didn't I, and stuff, but it's I guess it creates more problems, if you like. Creates more opportunities for the trolls to have a go at you. So I try to tend to minimise that as much as possible if I can. I think it's a sensible approach, you know. I've covered some odd topics in this video, haven't I? Should be concentrating on football. Right. Thinking about drastic changes here. I mean, we lost 2 in a row. I think we can have Robson on the bench, so actually we should probably go with Guardiola as we bought him. I'm going to give Andy Cole a game as well. Hughes is not going to like it. Cole deserves a go at least. Even though Cantona played rubbish in the last game. Yeah, I mean, he's not playing great, is he? No one else is out, are they? No, we're okay. Alright. Let's give it a go. We've got to play Cantona against Leeds. It's just like, it's the law. To be honest, I thought at some point we'd struggle in this game, because it is a hard game. If you don't play the cheats formation, which I don't. Good decision. Blimey. There we go. Wow. Slightly better performances all around. 2 chances, 2 goals. Oh, it's gone to 3 then. Let's see how Guardiola does. I bet he's going to be rubbish. Yeah, 5. Why is it they're always rubbish, these foreigners, when you sign them? I don't get it. I don't think I've ever signed a foreigner in this version of the game that's ever been any good. Not for Man United anyway, so maybe that's the difference. I know if there's like a secret thing built in, I don't think the game will be that clever, but obviously foreigners, when they come into the Premiership, they do struggle. But I don't think the game would be that clever to do that. Don't get me wrong, it's a very clever game, but I don't think it would have something like that built into it. Could be wrong, there must be a reason why they're rubbish. Never really find them performing. Well, I was planning something today, which I still might do for the rest of the day once I finish this video and edited it, put it up. I'm thinking about having an Arnold Schwarzenegger marathon. Just love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. They're just so simple, so simply brilliant, you know. But I was thinking, I've got loads on Blu-ray, so I'm thinking about like making a list and then just working my way through all of them. I've got one on Blu-ray that I've never actually seen before, and that's or maybe a couple. I don't know if I've got two of them. I've never seen the Conan movies. Never really thought they were my type. But every time you look at the list of the best Arnie movies, there's always a Conan movie on there. So maybe I'm thinking about giving it a go, but not quite sure what my favourite. Oh, actually, I know what my favourite Arnie movie is. It goes without saying, it's Terminator 2. I mean, it's probably most people's, but if we take the Terminator movies out, I guess probably Predator. But I like some of the cheesier ones like Eraser, and I loved Last Action Hero when it came out as well, but some people didn't. I even like Kindergarten Cop, but that's been ruined for me because that was the first movie that me and my ex-wife watched together. So I'm still in that mindset where I can't bring myself to do things that we used to do. It's tricky. It's hard that though when you spend 13 years with somebody. Actually, well, technically I suppose it was 15, and you know, you've done a lot of things that you like doing together, but then you go to do them by yourself, and I don't know, they're too painful to do. It sucks, that does, because there's so many things that me and my ex used to do that I absolutely loved, and just can't bring myself to do it anymore. But I'll get there, I suppose. But Kindergarten Cop used to be one of my go-to movies. I used to love it. It's been relegated now, for sure. I just like the mindless ones. I like Red Heat, I like as well. I like Commando, obviously. So I'm thinking about it. I watched Total Recall recently, so I won't be watching that again. Even though it's brilliant, and I love it. I think it'd be a bit too soon to revisit. Oh, look at that, one game I dropped him for, and now he's unhappy. Well, do you know what? If you're going to complain, thinking about listing him, but I'm not going to be that harsh. But no, well, oh, it's Liverpool. Oh, didn't even realise. It's because I'm yakking away. It's a bit of a risk then to have Guardiola and Dublin on the bench, isn't it? Should have at least left Husey on the bench. If I'd have known it was Liverpool, I would have done. Oh, for goodness sake. Haha. Get it. Time you found your shooting boots. Kino, what is going on? I remember that Liverpool kit. I remember one of the first ever games I watched on Sky. My mate, actually, I didn't have Sky at the time. My mate videotaped it for me and then just walked it over to my house. So I didn't find out the score. It was when United played Liverpool at Old Trafford. So when we were doing up the Stretford end, so we didn't have the Stretford end, it was like sort of like a building site. I'll never forget that game. Husey scored in the last minute. It's fantastic, and Liverpool wearing that green kit. I think that was the first year we won the league. Like for 26 years, you know. First year we won the Premier League. So probably would have been 92, 93. I guess they had that kit carry over because I think this is 93, 94 this season, isn't it? So, unless it is 92, 93. Don't really know, to be honest. Because you think of the FIFA games, they always come out, like 2005 would come out for 2004, wouldn't it? You know, so I don't know. Don't think Championship Manager quite worked that way. I think this would have probably been 93, 94. But Liverpool would have won that kit for 2 years, like everybody did. I remember it was always the joke. People used to take the piss out of Man United because it's like, oh, God, United got another new kit. But it's like, well, every team changes every 2 years. It's not just Man United, you know. I used to get proper arsey about that. But like, why do you pick on United all the time? It's like, every team changes their kit. You see one of those absolutely pathetic arguments, you know what I mean? It's like, just another excuse to have a dig. I wonder if some of these players need to be revalued. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want as much money as possible for these players, but there must be a reason why nobody's interested. Goodness, it's hardly worth it. He's up for 500,000. Oh my! I'll buy. I'll buy, you idiot. I'll click that. He's got to be overpriced, surely. I remember though when Russell Beardmore first came into the team, scored a cracking goal, and I remember being really excited by the prospect, but nothing really happened with him. Thing is, right, I'm reliant on McClare and Robson to be my midfield backups, but both of them have whinged, so they've both been dropped, and now I don't really have a... Unless Joachim can play midfield, which, I mean, it says he can technically, but don't feel like Guardiola's going to cut it somehow. 3 appearances and all of them have been 5s. Don't know why I signed him, to be perfectly honest with you. Not quite sure. What fixtures have we got coming up? So it's all league at the moment. I'm assuming that's because the cup hasn't been drawn yet. Right, this potentially might be the last game. Let's see how we go. Starting to get very overheated. I'm sticking to my guns at the moment. I'm going to keep the same team, and I'm going to see what Dublin can do. He'll get a half maybe or something, depending on how we're playing. Do you know, I was thinking to myself as he stepped up there, well, Cantona's not going to miss a penalty. It's Championship Manager, Lee, it's not real life. And of course, in true Championship Manager style, they start stuffing us now. S. Fitzgerald, who the bloody hell's that? Didn't celebrate at all. It's too nervy to celebrate. We are stuffing them here in chances. What's going on? Sharp's not playing too well. I wonder if that could be because Joachim's on the bench. So we Giggs to the left. Oh, I kept Guardiola on the bench. Oh, right. Switch back. Everyone's playing pretty well, but I'm going with my gut. So at some point we've got to see what Dublin can do. Just imagine. Oh. I mean, I didn't celebrate, but I guess I acknowledged it, which is almost like celebrating there. Oh, for a second, I just thought I was going to say Dion Dublin had scored. See, I did Coley a favour, really, because I took him off when he was on 8 and he got man of the match. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, my usual tradition, I don't like to go out on a defeat, so I think we'll carry on. Kat's going to be in for a rude awakening soon. She's come off the window ledge. I guess it's too hot for her even in the sun, and she's sat on my coffee table just sprawled out. But once I've finished here, I'm going to go sit over there and probably set up my PS5 and that to play. I would have her on the coffee table quite happily, but what I do is I put a TV on the coffee table and then I play my PS5 on that, so I can watch the big telly, I can put movies on and stuff. Just the way I like to do things. And the coffee table is a bit wobbly, shall we say, and the cat will not sit still. If she would just sleep on there, no bother. Guarantee within 10 minutes or so she'll be up cleaning and the table will just be wobbling all over the place. Plus also she'll stand up right in front of the monitor screen and can't be having that. So I think she's going to be moved. But we won't tell her that just yet. Poor little thing's fast asleep right now. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, my sleeping's so bad last night. I was literally still awake at 7:30 in the morning. Just watching videos in bed, just watching YouTube. It's terrible sometimes. I think that's what it's like. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you have got depression out there or had it. I think some nights you just don't want that. I never have silence, I always have something on in the background. I've been sleeping to like ocean sounds and stuff like that lately, just keep it calm. And I always have a fan going as well, particularly in this weather. So it's never quiet, but it's just that, I don't know, when I'm watching videos and stuff, it's like having company. And then when you turn it off, it's like having no company. And it's just a bit like, oh. I guess that's the downside to being with someone for so long. It's like you just get used to having people around. It's just a bit crappy when there's nobody. I don't have my cat in the bedroom either. It's just like she had a flea problem before, which obviously I was treating her for it and stuff, but it was like, you know, I just didn't want to have to deal with that, getting all over the bedding and stuff. And plus also this is the first animal I've ever had, and I feel like she'd be up and down off that bed and I'd never sleep. So it's very interesting of both of us though, I keep her in the living room at night, which I always feel terrible about, but I'm probably missing out on a lot, because I see people a lot of the time who do sleep with their pets and, you know, they have them cuddled up on the bed with them, and it'd probably be company for me, but I just honestly feel like I'd probably forget about her, and then when she likes to sleep on my chest when she's on the sofa as well, so I could just imagine waking up to this ball of fur on my chest and wondering what the hell's going on, thinking like I'm being attacked by the Thing or something. Just like, probably not going to be good for someone who's got anxiety, you know. Let's have a look at the league table. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, Blackburn are miles clear. What's going on? Yeah, I told you Sheffield Wednesday were good. I'm doing too bad. Liverpool, look how low down Liverpool are. Wowzers, look how low down Chelsea are. Everton. That's a bit shocking, those two. What about goal scorers? Let's have a look. Always interesting. Boncho Gwenchev, I remember him. Oh yeah, usual suspects. thought he played for Sheffield Wednesday. Man City, he's at David White. Oh yeah, of course he is, yeah. Mark Robbins is up there as well. It's not good, is he? I only got Eric on 4. So Hughes is moaning away at me, but he's not got many goals. I need to get rid of some of the deadwood and get a decent striker in. In case you hadn't worked it out, I probably will play one more game. I don't like to go out on a defeat, so probably will play one more. Come on. I think another depressing thing that's kicking in now is the fact that football season's over. So it's always a bit like, oh, no World Cup or Euros to look forward to. I mean, I watched the women's, so I'll probably watch the women's Euros and that, but it's not quite the same to me. It's alright though. I mean, I don't mind watching the women's, to be honest with you, but I do watch other sports, so I've got cricket and golf and stuff like that on at the moment, but even as bad as last season was for me, it's still football, you know. I even watched the 2 pre-season, the tour games. I can't even call them pre-season, I suppose. I don't know what the hell they were, to be honest. The money-making tour games, which were alright, but you know. I think I'm kind of with the players where it's just like everybody just wants the season over now, you know, and get a few new faces in, get a refresh, and hopefully go again next season and be better. But at the same time, it's horrible when football ends. I know we don't have too long to wait, but August seems like a long time away, so I'm not really sure. I also did a crazy thing the other day. Very crazy thing. Months ago, or not months ago, about a month ago when it was announced, I put in for a pre-order for the Switch 2 on Shop 2 and they'd sold out, so I thought I got no chance. And I got an email the other day telling me I could get one if I wanted one. And I was like, oh man, well I do want one. Yeah, I think it was at the time as well, it was my wife's birthday a couple of days ago, and you know, that hit me with a massive depression. You know, like an idiot, I offered to go out with her for the day, and then she turned around and went out with her mum, and it's all kerfuffle. So I was just a bit like really upset on that day, and I just thought, what the hell? So I ordered Switch 2, and I'm paying for it on Klarna, so it's not like I'm certainly have not got the money to pay for it outright. So I'm going to pay massively more for it than what it's worth, probably, and I'll probably end up massively disappointed as well. But it's something to look forward to next week at least, so I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to take me a while to pay off, let's put it that way, and so I really do need to do extra videos because it takes me ages to earn any money off of YouTube, but I really need to earn a little bit just to help pay it off. But yeah, crazy moment of madness. I mean, I've been saying all along that I need to get a gaming chair, and they're only about 100 quid probably, and I've gone out and bought a £400 console, so I'm an absolute wally. And Paul Ward, if you're listening, like, he offered to get a gaming chair for me, and I really did appreciate that, or like an office chair and stuff, but I won't be taking him up on that offer because I feel like it's a bit like, well, if you've got enough money to get a Switch 2, you've got enough money to get a gaming chair, you should really, prioritise that sort of stuff. So yeah, I certainly will not be taking the P, as I like to think it would be, in that situation. So I was kind of hesitant to announce that I was getting one because I actually felt guilty that I was like, being offered this like really nice gesture, and then I'm going out and buying a Switch 2. But I think on that day it was depression, and just totally I just thought to myself, oh, give me something to look forward to, It's kind of like how I felt about the Baby Metal thing earlier in the year. I thought it would be something to look forward to, but And then me, I couldn't justify spending like 150 quid, and now I've gone out and spent 430. But well, more than that with interest and stuff. But I worked it out and felt there'll be ways to pay for it. So hopefully, you know, via any kind of YouTube earnings. And then obviously I've got a lot of stuff in this flat that needs selling on eBay and stuff. So it's funny, isn't it, when you want something and you can't afford it, you do everything you can to justify that you can actually afford it, even though you know you can't. Well, I'm even going into town now and going to Costa and like not getting a drink because I'm worried that, you know, I've just spent all this money and I can't be careful. It's stupid, you do these things. It is what it is. And come Thursday this week, I'm going to be very excited. Well, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video when I get the Switch 2. Well, you know, I could quite easily do a video on it if people are interested in watching. Well, obviously it won't be anything to do with retro gaming, but let me know. And let me know also if, like, you know, if you're getting one. Well, Hughes is back. Yeah, I ordered the one with the Mario World game. I've got Mario Kart on my Switch, my normal Switch, so I do play it sometimes, but I feel like Mario Kart is a multiplayer game, you know, and I don't know many people that own Switches, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't really play it with other people. But the fact that it was going to cost something like 80 quid to buy Mario Kart separately, or if you're getting it with the Switch, it costs like 20 quid or something. So I just thought, well, it's a no-brainer really, because I really want a game to play on it. So, you know, why not? A lot of the exclusives that are coming out for the Switch 2 are not coming out at launch. A lot of the games that are coming out at launch are, you know, things like Cyberpunk, which I've got on PS5, and Hitman 3, which I've got on PS5, and I absolutely love both those games. And there's something about having a portable version that is exciting, but I think if I bought either one of those two, it would probably be Hitman, because I just absolutely love that game. It's not linear either, you know, if you play the story, obviously then that's a bit linear, but if you play like World of Assassination, you can literally just do what you want and it's hilarious. I feel like that would be an amazing game to be able to just play on a train or something, just be flipping awesome. No. Can't remember who was having a bad game, just forgot. They say Hughes is back, but it's telltale signs, and these two keep dropping. They're not hitting the high notes. Well, Hughes scored. He's doing his job, isn't he? I suppose. I was going to say this would be a good win, but we seem to always win back in the day at Villa Park. Definitely a lucky ground for us. I was going to drop Sharpie for this game and put Giggsy on the left and pick Kanchelskis, so that was another good decision. Yeah, sometimes I have moments of madness. I'm one of these techie people though. I do like to have the latest gadget. Excuse me. And I listen to like a video game podcast. I don't know if anybody knows Dan Reichert. He works for Giant Bomb, and there's Mike Mahadi and Mary Kish. I know all of them from various side projects that they do. They do a podcast together talking about games. And I know they're going to be all over Switch 2 when it comes out, because Dan is a massive Nintendo fan. And I just felt like, if I don't get one now, like knowing how the Switch went, the original, is it going to be like months before they're going to be available again, you know? I almost felt like it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up. To be honest, if I sell things for the value that I've got lying around this house, like certain Lego sets and stuff, I should easily be able to make the money. It's always a bit hit and miss with eBay and stuff, but I should easily be able to make that money. I don't think I'll earn it off of YouTube. Like you said, £60 every like 5 or 6 months is about my limit, so I really think it's going to take quite some time to do it that way. But yeah, flexing the old eBay muscles should be good. I've got a few retro games to sell as well, which I might do. been hanging on to a lot of Spectrum games because, you know, there wasn't a mini Spectrum, but now there is, so it's always hard to part with those things though, because they were games from my childhood, you know. But sometimes you look at things and you think, I don't want to get rid of it, and then you think to yourself, well, all it's going to do is sit in a box. You know? I've sold a few things that I've regretted, but I think mostly Amiga games. I had like Monkey Island and Another World and stuff. They were quite expensive Amiga games. I got good money for them, but let's see how that affects the table. Not far off the lead. Blackburn must have lost then, I'm assuming, because I don't think we were only 6 points behind. I'm sure we were further than that. Actually, oh no, we didn't. Yeah, it's I'm getting confused with the other Football Manager there. I'll click midweek fixtures. If we've got a game, I'll play another one. If not, it's just to move it along, really. Yeah, so we're not obviously in any European competition in this. I guess we wouldn't be in that sense because we wouldn't have won the league yet. Replying to a text in case you wonder why I've gone quiet. I think we'll probably leave it there because I really could do with cooling down a little bit. Actually, we'll play one more game. Screw it. God, this is the example of the amount of willpower I've got, isn't it? It's like, you know, no wonder I caved and bought a Switch 2. I feel like technically I haven't bought a Switch 2 yet. It's going to take me a good year or so to pay it off, so I don't feel like it's going to be mine for a while, but you know, I just hope it's not disappointing. I got immediately frustrated though because I like to put screen protectors on with mine. You know, I don't like to take chances getting the screen scratched and stuff, even though I'm not really taking it anywhere. So I bought screen protectors. That cost me over a tenner. Then I was looking at the storage situation, which is not good. You know, I'm doing 7. I will do 7. Let's just. That's good. I want to put Kanchelskis on the bench. That's my plan. Yeah, and apparently you get 256 gig of internal storage with this one, which is good because you only got 32 with the Switch. So that's going to have to tide me over because then they expect you to buy a certain type of memory card. It's a bit like the PS Vita all over again. You can only buy a certain type. It's an express card or something. And I don't have any of them. I just literally a year or so ago bought a 1 terabyte card for my Switch. I was chuffed because I could get all my games on there finally. You know, there wasn't any games that were uninstalled. It's brilliant. And now we're back to square one again. I don't even know how many gig new games are going to take up. Obviously Mario World is going to be like a digital download, so that's going to take up probably a shed load of room. So I'm not buying a memory card. I mean, I looked at them, they were 50 quid for 256 gig. That's the biggest one you can get. And it's like costing enough to get the console. I can't even afford to pay for that. It's like I'm going to pay for a bloody memory card as well. It does irritate. There are always a lot of hidden costs with these things, you know. I must admit, I did find that a little bit frustrating. It's the way of it now, isn't it, with modern stuff. So I've got my screen protectors all set to go. I'm already nervous. I hate putting screen protectors on. I absolutely can't stand it. So I'm already nervous about putting that on. It's supposed to be a simple installation process, but what is going on with the penalties? Uh-oh. Come on, we don't want to let these back in. Maybe I shouldn't have made changes. I just thought 2-0 up, it was the ideal time to make changes, but yeah, I've gone through a wide range of topics on here, haven't I? I do apologise if I bore the pants off of anybody. I find it difficult with the Championship Manager videos because there's no noise, so you feel like you've got to talk about stuff, and you know, it's not always you're going to talk about football all the time. You just talk about your life, don't you? So I hope people don't find it too boring. Made me jump. I don't get many texts these days, so when I do get one, it always scares the heck out of me. Ready. We'll take a final look at the table. I just skimmed through the results. I didn't even see who won. Well, you might have noticed a few, so you might know ahead of time what the table's going to be like. I didn't, so it'd be a surprise for me. But successful test. I've been recording for, according to my Audacity recording, it's been going for 1 hour and 5 minutes and no crashes, so that's absolutely brilliant. Looks like this power supply has definitely done the business. Alright, so we've gone above Sheffield Wednesday. Blackburn won again. I'm assuming Tottenham and Arsenal must have won. I think we're only a point behind them. There's the phone again. Oh, almost hit save game. That's not how we do it. That is not the way. Right. Might as well save it there, I suppose. And lock it. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the waffle wasn't too interminable. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a Switch 2 video. I will do one if you feel like it. Or if not, we'll continue with this stuff. And hopefully I will get the Spectrum video up soon. I am working on it. Trust me, it's just days like today, it's just a bit too hot to do this stuff, to be honest with you. I want to sit on the sofa with a nice lolly and watch an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And that sounds like a good time to me. Thanks everybody. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now.